with Southland Goldens. I'm here for our week 3 video of our Miley and Jack litter. I've got my #1 helper, aka my son, Luke here. Luke, say hey.
Hi.
Luke is my big puppy helper. He helps me make sure that they are used to all the noises, all the fun things. You guys are in luck because he is out for summer, or he's got 1 week left, and then he will have all the free time to play with these pups. So they will be well socialized, I can assure you of that. With this litter, all of our males are reserved. We do have 1 female available. Obviously, our picking process does not start until the puppies are 6 weeks old, so we won't know which puppy is available until then. But if you would like any information, just let us know. We're happy to answer any questions. So some exciting things happening this week. We've got 2 puppies that are really up walking really good. And that's going to be blue and white. So brown and purple will be following here pretty soon. They all kind of just, hit those milestones at different stages. So blue and white are full speed ahead. Let's see, let's show that they can walk. They got their little ribbons on. The guys don't like the ribbons. They don't normally have the ribbons on. So if you see them scratching, that's what it is. But we're still kind of in that, I call it the baby deer, wobbly deer phase, where we're getting used to standing. We kind of wobble and our legs look all shaky. By this time next week, everybody should be up all over the place. They're starting to play. I hope you guys saw the short clip that I took of the puppies playing the other day. It's really cute because they'll start playing with their mouths and their paws, and then one will kind of roll. But yeah, they're getting very close to that stage where these videos are a lot of fun. So we've still got a couple more weeks until we get to that point. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? You're trying to get up and run. Just a little bit lazy, that's all. Yeah. So we're gonna do the same thing we do each week. I'm gonna pick up the puppies. I'm gonna go over their weights. We're starting to see a little bit of their temperaments and things to talk about. So that really is going to start to come more next week because, like I said, they're just now to the point where they're standing up, starting to play, doing a little bit more than just eating and sleeping. They've mastered that. They're really good at eating and they're excellent at sleeping. So now it's time to add all the other fun things. Isn't it, buddy? Mm-hmm. Look at them. See if Blue will walk around. Yeah. Let's see if we can get Blue and white will walk all over the place. Come on, big guys. Brown and purple are my little bit more lazy guys. Not as interested in walking yet, and that's okay. But look at Mr. Blue. Go, Mr. Blue. All in 3 weeks. Isn't that crazy? Again, their going home date is June the 25th. If your puppy is flying or you're interested in our flight nanny flying with our puppies. So you're welcome to fly here, take your puppy back in cabin, or one of our flight nannies will fly with the puppy in cabin to you. Either way, we need to go ahead and start making those arrangements. Go ahead and get those tickets locked down and everything ready. Because airlines do limit the number of pets that can fly on a plane. So if you want your puppy to fly, let me know. Happy to go over that with you. All right, we're going to go with our boys first. What do you think, big guys? We're going to go with our big guy first. We're going to go in size. And we had 2 that started walking this week, and we had 2 that really took off on their weight this week. So first is this big guy, Mr. Blue. He is our biggest puppy. He was the first to walk. I thought it would be Miss White, but Mr. Blue beat her by about a day. So first puppy to walk is Mr. Blue at 5 pounds. Seems to be our more kind of outgoing right now just because he's the one up walking and playing. He loves to play. Him and Miss White are actually super best buds. They play a lot together. So this is our biggest boy, Mr. Blue at 5 pounds. All right. Our next guy, who seems to be a little more laid back, not really interested in walking yet, and that's okay. I promise you, he will be walking and running before we know it. This is Mr. Brown. So he is now at 3.9 pounds. So where Blue took off, He kind of got, didn't gain as much weight, but that's okay. You're still a big guy. Yes, you are. So this is Mr. Brown at 3.9. Seems to be a little bit lazier, but again, that could just be because he's not up walking and playing as much. That could change. But look down there, you got blue and purple. You see they're starting to play right there with their little mouths. What? Did you hear me call your name? Yeah, you heard me, didn't you? It is so cute. Starting to use their little mouths to play. Get him, Miss Purple. Oh. All right, so this is Mr. Brown. Our smaller male, but definitely not a small male compared to other puppies that we have at this age. He's actually a very good size. Mr. Blue's just a big boy for right now. All right, so that's Mr. Brown. All right, next we have our girls. Luke's best friend. Is this your best friend, Luke? Who is this?
White.
This is Miss White. So Miss White is 4.2 pounds. A chunky girl. Yes. Her temperament is a lot like Mr. Blue's. Very playful right now, up and walking. Obviously, she was the first female to walk because Miss Purple's not quite there yet. She's kind of getting her paws under her, but she's not as active right now as Miss White. Again, don't hold me to that. Once Miss Purple gets up walking, she could take off and be our more active one. But for now, it is definitely Miss White. Very playful, loves Luke, seems to love people. She'd come right up to us. Social girl, right, Luke?
Yes.
That's right. So this is Miss White at 4.2. Oh, I'll put you down here with your buddy, Mr. Blue. Okay. And then last, but definitely not least, is Miss Purple. You saw right there, she was starting to play. You were starting to play, weren't you? With your big brother, Mr. Blue. All right, Miss Purple is now 3.4 pounds. So there's become a little bit of a gap between the two girls and the two boys. We've got two that have really taken off this week. These guys could catch back up next week, so time will tell. But this is Miss Purple at 3.4. Let's see if we can't get Mr. Blue. Is he trying to walk? There he goes. Go, Mr. Blue. Oh, Miss White, she's just going to use Mr. Brown as a pillow. If you guys saw the supply list that I gave you, the lamb chop, it's for that right there. If you look, they will sleep, all the space that they have, they will sleep on top of each other. So the lamb chop kind of mimics that. Also, when the puppies go home, we'll send a blanket that has the scent of their litter mates. So what I recommend doing is we don't put the blanket in their crate just in case they have an accident. You don't have to wash it and get the scent taken off. So when they're in their playpen, what I recommend doing is putting out the lamb chop and then laying that blanket with the scent of their litter mates under it. And 9 times out of 10, you'll find that if they go to take a nap, they will go lay on top of that lamb chop that is sitting on top of the blanket that has their scent of their litter mates. It just kind of resembles what they are used to. This really helps with that transition for those first couple of days from our home to your home. We are at week 3, so we've still got, we're halfway to when we get our first round of shots. We're halfway to when we start our crate training. So all of our puppies start crate training at 6 weeks old. They are in crate training all the way until they go home. This just teaches them that, hey, I can hold my potty. Also that I'm okay when I'm not with my litter mates. Mr. Blue, you'll learn. You'll be okay. Looking for mama? Yeah. So the crate training really helps lay that foundation for the potty training process. We'll give you some tips on potty training as we get a little bit closer. Miley is doing fantastic. She, again, is a great mom. As you can tell by the size of these pups, she keeps them well fed and very clean. So if you guys have any questions, as always, we are happy to answer them. And we will see you back here next week for our week 4 video.